Hey everybody, Angry Iceberg back with more of that Magic the Gathering content you crave. And this time we are back with video number 2 in my series of videos where we open up some Kaldheim Prerelease Kits with my buds. This time we got Nick. He is a modern format player, really likes that modern. He's looking for more modern cards to add to his decks. And I think he found one. He thinks he found one. This is a really great video. Lots of amazing cards in this one. You do not want to miss it, so make sure you watch the whole video. We'll have some final thoughts at the end. So now it is time to get cracking. Welcome back to pre-release day, everybody. This time I got my buddy Nick. Of course, he was one of the crew that went out of town with me to go pick up our pre-release kits, and they're all allowing me to open up one of theirs because they're super awesome. And here is Nick's, still nice and wrapped up. Let's go ahead and get in here. Nick, before we open it up, is there anything, you have to probably talk a little bit closer in here. Is there anything that you're specifically looking for that you'd really like to see? Which cards? Anything?
I haven't really looked at any of the cards.
All right, so he's going to be happy with whatever we open up. Nick, yeah. Of course, we've already had Trevor. We got next up will be Jacob, but Nick is primarily a modern player. He loves modern, and so hopefully we'll find something that will fit into that, or hey, maybe we can get him back into standard or whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and pull all this stuff out. Let's try to. I don't know if I showed the thing on. We'll do. Let me see. Oh boy, I think that's a foil modular. So it's probably good that I did that. I don't want to, okay, we're going to put it up here so you guys can make sure, actually, we're going to keep it covered. But here's the thing, is I don't want, wait, ooh, you got the black die, the black and gray. That's pretty dope right there. You got a good one. You got a good one there. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's the instructions so you can learn how to play Magic or whatever. I guess I didn't even look at the other one. Here it says building a pre-release deck. Oh, okay. So it's like, all right. Well, even though we can't actually play live, which is unfortunate, we'd love to be able to actually play in a pre-release tournament, but we can't. Let me see here. I'm gonna peek. I'm gonna try to get this card out since I don't want the code going anywhere. All right. Otherwise, we're gonna. The promo looks like a modular foil promo, so that's cool. It could be good. It could be real good. All right, here we go. First pack. First out of 6. Yep, 6 packs. The 6-pack. All right. So first card is Battlefield Raptor. Flying first strike. Ooh, that's actually, holy cow. A 1/2 flying first striker for 1. That is actually probably going to be useful in some white weenie decks, man. I definitely see the return of white weenie. All right, so we'll go through these commons real fast, and then we'll talk about the uncommons. Okay, so here we go. Here's the uncommon land cycle here, and we know we were when we opened up Trevor's packs, kind of found that some of these effects are kind of expensive. So we'll see what we have here. Sacrifice, and because they come in a tap too. Come to battlefield tap. Sacrifice Scamfar Elder Hall. Up to 1 target creature you don't control gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. Create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Activate this ability anytime you could do a sorcery. That's still 5 mana for that. These lands have not been super impressive, but yeah, I don't know. Any rate, all right. So return upon the tide. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's an elf, create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. You can foretell it for 3 colors and a black. So basically, get it for waiting around or whatever. You can you get a discounted one. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could definitely see that being used for sure. And you could, like, anytime you get it, like, you get it in your opening hand, don't have anything else to do, just foretell it. Wait until you can actually use it and bring it back. And it is on a later turn, and that's the interesting thing, is it doesn't say on one of your future turns or whatever. So I mean, far as I'm aware, that acts as an instant. So. All right. Okay. Another one of these sagas. So for the first chapter, put a +1/+1 counter on up to one target creature. That's the first two. And then your third chapter is exile a creature with the greatest power among creature target opponents controls. Okay. So it's not bad price. 3 mana. Okay. And here's the rare Rise of the Dread Marn. Create X/2/2 black zombie berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures that died this turn. You can foretell it for 1 black mana. It's otherwise 3 black mana. It's an instant. Now, we were talking about this with Trevor, that this would be definitely a good commander one, or, especially, talking about, like board wipes and stuff like that. You can bring it out for 1 black. I mean, that could, something. I mean, but also, yeah. So, but any deck that's, based on, math or whatever, could definitely make use of this. This is gonna be interesting to see how people play with this card. I think it's pretty good. Woodland Chasm, and we got a Feed the Serpent foil. Exile target creature or planeswalker for 4 mana. Okay. Oh, look at that zombie! It's a Viking zombie. Viking zombie. It's a zombie berserker. Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, pack. Yeah, that was. All right, pack of number 2. Oh, it was upside down. We got another one of the battlefield wrap. Jesus, if we would have played, the like pre-release when you would have had this one, you would have had 2 of these. You had this Fall of the Imposter. You might have been looking at blue white, maybe splash and black. I don't know. Yeah. All right. You're right. Berg Strider. Hey, it's like family. That's my uncle. Okay. All these. Giant Ox. Usher. The Fallen. It has Boast. For 1 and 1 white, so create a 1/1 white human warrior creature for Boast. So again, and again, this would have been good. Like, look, you would have had some great white weenie for a pre-release deck. That'd have been incredible right there. Okay. For a second uncommon, Morite of the Frost, Changeling. When you may have Morite of the Frost enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent. Get it up here. I got it way down here again. Let's lean in. I know I'm leaning back so far. All right. You may have Morite of the Frost enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent that you control, except it's legendary and snow in addition to its other types. And if it's a creature, it enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it and has Changeling. Okay. So yeah, that's interesting. It's 5 mana for that cost. Of course, I think the hindrance is that it's a legendary creature, so you can't copy. If you have multiple of these, you can't copy the same creature or permanent, whatever. But yeah, yeah. But the nice thing, these Changeling, is going to be interesting how the Changeling mechanic is being used, especially in tribal decks and stuff like that, right? All right. Glimpse of the Cosmos. Some dope art, man. I don't know why I'm so partial to blue card art, but look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. As long as you control a giant, you may cast Glimpse of the Cosmos from your graveyard by paying 1 rather than paying the mana cost. If you cast Glimpse of the Cosmos this way, it just basically exile it. So yeah, I mean, basically scry 3, pick 1, right? Sort of, more or less. Okay. It's only for 2 as well. I mean, if you have, a giant, it's only 1. So that's I can see this getting played for sure. Pretty good. Yep. And Tybalt's Trickery is our rare. Yeah. It's a red counter spell. Counter target spell, choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. If its controller mills that many cards, then exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell. They may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then they put the exiled cards on the bottom of their library in a random order. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, sure. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, again, you're talking about something to work in modern. That might be right up your alley. It's only 2 mana too, and you counter target spell. That's a two. Huh. So okay, so all right, let's talk about this here real quick. Now you're talking about ways to get spells, so you'd have to counter your own spell.
I believe so. If I
Okay.
remember correctly. It's still people are still messing with it. Actually,
Okay.
remember.
That's
Stupid
interesting.
combo.
That is interesting. Okay, well, I mean, all right, so that it's a good pack for you. All right. I don't know if your audio is actually coming through on this because it does have a noise gate. But at any rate, we'll find out in the. We got a foil in the back. Is there? Oh my God! Can you imagine? I mean, you could you would have you could possibly have 6 of those and like just be like, I got all these birds. Speaking about, there's some green weenie there. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Exile target artifact creature. Its controller creates a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. Foretell's. I'm really interested to see just how Foretell plays out. All right. The Jar Glade. Changeling exile creature card from your graveyard. Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature. Activate this only ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Okay. See. Another one of these beautiful saga cards with the wood carved art. Destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Okay. Number 2, search your library for a forest card, put it into the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. Number 3, creatures you control gain death touch until the end of your turn. All right. Sure, you can figure out fun ways to use that saga. Yeah, we got another one. As Ascent of Worthy, choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to the creature instead. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. That creature is an angel warrior in addition to its other types. That that definitely talking about getting stuff from your graveyard and getting beefy with flying. Find a way to get one of those big beefs in super early, into the graveyard super early. Plop this down, turn what 2? Well, maybe, I mean, depending on what kind of ramp you have, right? Yeah. Yeah, that could be really good. That could be really good. And Ovar, the All Form. That is a mythic, my friend. A mythic with the showcase art, the showcase border there. Pretty good. So Changeling, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents. When a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card, create a token that's a copy of a target permanent. Okay. You read that? Yeah, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those. My God. My God. My God. Okay, that is really good. 4 mana, 3/3 with Changeling. There's so much you could do with that card. So, but okay, I was gonna say it is okay. Good thing it's legendary. If it wasn't legendary, could you imagine how broken it would be? Or you can cast a copy of itself and just start multiplying. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, Ice Tunnel, and got another foil. Uncommon flying. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, draw a card for 1 white and 1 blue. And a colorless. Okay. It's uncommon. Oh yeah, uncommon legendary. Yep. Yep. That's pretty neat though. I like how that, I mean, that actually looks really nice too.
That's foil.
Yeah, it is. All right. Pack number 4. I definitely like that Orvar of what we've opened up so far between. I mean, you've done pretty good with Tybalt, Tybalt's Trickery and Ovar, or Orvar. Yeah, I think like between you and Trevor, you're doing very very well. Again with the Battlefield Raptor. My God, that's your fourth one.
That's pretty good.
Yes. Yep.
If I build standard.
Then you got equipment here. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has flying and is a bird. So it's not, I mean, it's like an equip for 2. And you get more flying birds. Invoke the divine. What does this do? I'm just looking at your white cards just to see what else you could be you would have been able to put in your just freaking broken ass deck. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 4 life for 3 mana. Dear Lord, that is pretty good because we're seeing. It seems like we're seeing a decent amount of enchantments and whatnot. I mean, you got a lot of sagas, and so people are gonna probably be playing sagas. You got all kinds of stuff here, and again, there's that weathered runestone, man. Yep, non-land permanent cards in graveyards or libraries can't enter the battlefield. So yeah, if you have to go search for it, and you can put it in, or you can put it in from the graveyard. Nah, nope, that just shut down all that recursion stuff.
That would shut down.
Oh, Tybalt's Trickery.
That would.
Right. Wow.
I could see that being.
Yeah, that's a lot of interesting there. All right, we this is this the same one we had from before? No. This is the ability with you can create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. I mean that's 5 mana. I could see that being kind of useful, sort of. I mean, you get to copy one of your creatures, get a +1/+1. It's a little bit more useful than a lot of these other ones, but I don't know if it's worth playing or not. Depends. Yeah, I mean it's green though. It goes into a green blue deck, so you're bound to have some big beef in there that you might want, copy. And plus, I mean, it comes into play tap. I think that's the big hindrance. Otherwise, if it didn't come into play tap, obviously you would replace an island with this. I mean, I don't think that's a no-brainer if you're playing blue green. But the coming into tap then is maybe a little bit much. I don't know. All right, Usher of the Fallen, another white weenie. The Boast, that's the same one that we had before. Create 1/1 white human creature token. So again, lots of freaking white weenie. I'm just glad I'm not having to play in a pre-release here. All right, we got Tundra Fumarole. Fumarole? Something. Any rate, for our rares, says Tundra Fumarole deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Add a colorless for each symbol. Oh wait, okay, it's mana from Snow Source. Okay, that's what that is. Snow Source mana spent to cast a spell until the end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, you can if you cast it with 3 snow permanents. Basically, if you had like 4 of these in your hand, you could just deal out 4 or 16 damage. I mean, just like that. Oh no, I guess not. That's not true because this is colorless. But still, you could add it to like you could put in like a fireball or something like that. Add this to like a fireball. So for 4 mana, you could do like 7 damage. I'm just spitballing here. And you could do this like during, I don't know. There's options there. That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting card there. All right, man. We got 2 left. 2 left. Definitely, I like this, opening these packs and just coming up with, it's like, okay, how could we use this? How could we break this card?
Yeah.
All right. Tormentor's Helm. Equipment for +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature blocks, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Okay. Yeah, equipped 1. That's pretty good. Yeah. Well, you got another Flying White Weenie. Artifacts, enchantment spells, you cast 1 less for 3. 2/2 flyer for 3 is still pretty decent. You get that extra ability. Ooh, Infernal Pet. All right, here we go. Drauggr's Helm. When Drauggr's Helm enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 colorless and a black. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie berserker creature token, then attach Drauggr's Helm to it. So you'd have, if you have 5 mana laying around, you can just, make yourself a 4/4, or you can use an equipment. That's, 5 mana for a 4/4 essentially. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's all right. Anyway, the Jar Glade Warden. I think we had this one before. The Changeling. Exile 2 cards from your graveyard. Put 2 +1/+1 counters. Yeah, we had this one before. That's 3/3 for 4. Binding of the Old Gods. We might have had this one before. Destroy target non-land permanent and opponent control. Search your library for 4. Yeah, we had this one. And In Search of Greatness is your enchantment. 2 green for this ability. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a permanent spell from your hand with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the highest converted mana cost among other permanents you control without paying its mana cost if you don't scry 1. What? That is really good. Holy crap. Wow. There are so many ways you could. What? Pretty good. Wow. Just having this out, your next turn, just having this out, your next turn, you could cast a 3 mana cost. It's just a free 3 mana cost card. After that, it's a 4 mana cost card. So you drop this down, turn 2. Turn 3, you get a 3 converted mana cost card. Or, yeah, turn 4. Without even casting anything, you still have your mana. My God. You can just scry. You'd be like, hey, do I want this card? No. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. My God. This is okay. Wow. I haven't watched enough. Spoiler videos to hear any. I don't know if this one's been spoiled or not. I have to imagine that everything had to have been spoiled at some point. I don't remember hearing anybody talk about this card. I don't think I saw any videos where anybody talked about this. I should have maybe watched more, but this is really good. That is, it's potentially really good. No kidding. Yeah, can you imagine getting like 2 of them out?
Green, blue.
All right.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah, that is pretty nifty. All right. Yeah, there's got to be ways to exploit that one for sure. But you notice we didn't get one of those birds that pack, so that pack was horrible. Yeah, you do have a playset, yeah, for sure. If you needed beef for your white deck there, you got the God Guardian 3/6 Vigilance Foretell for 4. You'd have this out turn 4 as a 3/6 flyer with Vigilance. Got a foil at the back. So we do have a foil to finish this video. Well, and then we still have
I like that art.
Finn the Fangbear. Yeah, any of these these showcase cards definitely look really good, and this is actually a really good card for 2 mana. Death touch. Whenever creatures you control with death touch deals damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. Honestly, I didn't even okay. So Trevor had one of these too, and when I talked about, I read that wrong because I thought it was that this creature had to touch it, but it's any creature with death touch. In the so you could if you oh my, there's got to be ways to get those there's got to think about cards, and I'm too dumb to think about them right now, but there's got to be cards to give all your creatures death touch, and if you get 5 through, the game's over.
There's one card in Primal Genesis. All attacking creatures.
So yeah, you have this guy out, get 5 through, just game over. Game over. My lord. Hold on. Hey, Jacob, in Commander, is it 10? Still 10 poison, or is it 20? Is even in Commander? Oh my god. Yeah, this is one of those, you see this guy out there, you're like, we gotta get rid of him. Anyway, yeah, because okay. There's definitely some interesting ideas here. Just making decks that actually work around them. All right, Crush the Weak. Crush the Weak deals 2 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Yeah, 4-tail for 1. Yep, pretty decent. Rune of Sustenance, enchantment, rune, aura rune, enchant permanent. We had this one before, I think. Or maybe it was Trevor that had this. So with Rune of Sustenance, enters the battlefield, draw a card. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it has lifelink. As long as enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature has lifelink. Okay, so this is the weird thing. I suppose if you really wanted to use this, because this is what confused me at first when I first read this, was that the equipment gives the creature lifelink. But I suppose if you don't have a creature to attach the equipment to, and you just want to cast this during a turn and then move the equipment over later, I guess that works. But it is you get to draw a card for 2 mana, and then it's just hanging out waiting for target, I suppose. All right, well, okay, that makes sense. Oh,
World Tree.
You got the World Tree. Bingo. Nice. Okay, it does come out of battlefield tapped. Oh darn! As long as you control 6 or more lands, you control add 1 mana of any color, and then you can add all that mana, sacrifice the god tree, search your library for any number of god cards, put them onto the battlefield, and shuffle your library. That would definitely be in Commander, but definitely creating a god deck. I mean, that's obviously got to go in there. Nice, good pull. This has been a pretty good 6-pack. There's been some really fun cards in here. Okay, snow covered forest. That's pretty cool looking. And the foil. See if it's it's a foil land.
Oh, sick.
Snow covered forest. So you got.
Just saying, I really love foil.
Yeah, so you got the regular version and the foil version of the same art. That's pretty cool. What is that up in there? It's like an owl or something. And then you got. So we were talking about this on the ride home about having to take out, or when we were eating supper or whatever, about taking out your modular cards. Now you have a token that you can actually use instead of having to pull the thing out. So that's pretty cool. All right, man. Here it is. The moment of truth. The promo card. The promo card. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Oh man, I can't even see it. And it's backwards. So we got Egon, God of Death. So this is the same one. Trevor actually got this one in another pack. This is actually a pretty cool card. Death touch at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice Egon and draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a beautiful card too. Beautiful card. On the back, the flip side, it's kind of hard to see with the glare and all that. But at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card, and for 2 colorless and a black, you can tap it to exile a creature card from your graveyard and draw a card. So That's pretty cool. That is a really cool card. Very good looking, nice, really nice art. And I wish the glare wasn't so heavy, but there it's like a throne of death. Egon, god of death. That is pretty cool, man.
I just don't know how.
Well, it's you can basically you can when you cast it, you choose which one you're casting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you can't change.
No, not unless you pop it back to your hand. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, there we go. Some really cool stuff. World Tree. Friggin' put that in the wrong one. We thought it was so good. It belonged to. Oh, actually, I put all these in the wrong one. Search. Orvar. Man, what a pack, man. And you got Tybalt's Trickery. I mean, I think you did well, man. That's like a really great 6 packs. You got 3 foils. Then yeah, pretty good stuff. All right, man. Thank you so much, Nick, for allowing me to open up this pre-release kit. And guys, let's go to final thoughts. All right, Nick, thank you so much once again. Let's take a look at those rares. What a video, guys. What a video. Some great cards. We kicked it off with the Rise of the Dread Marn, which we saw in our previous video with Trevor. So another card, like I said, I'm really looking forward to finding ways to put those into zombie decks and having a lot of fun with that. I think that could be a really interesting card to play with. Now, Tybalt's Trickery. Nick really seems to like this one. He has some ideas of how he's going to fit this maybe in some modern decks. He's pretty excited about Tybalt's Trickery. And Orvar the Allform, his big hit of the video. Of course, it is one of those showcase cards with the awesome frame. Very good card, very beautiful card, and really happy for Nick on that one. Now we got Tundra Fumarole. I'm not even sure how to say that. At any rate, that was probably the I want to say worst cards of the video, but definitely his least value hit of the 6 packs that he opened. We followed that up by In Search of Greatness. Man, I like this card. I really hope that when I open my packs, I get one of these. I'm definitely going to be looking for him in the future. I think In Search of Greatness has some amazing potential. What an amazing card. And then he finished things off with the World Tree. That card should be a lot of fun. And man, I mean, just what a pack. And then all finished off with his promo card, Egon, God of Death. I mean, what can you say? What an amazing pre-release kit. He easily doubles money. If he were just to go by the pure value of the cards that he opened, he easily doubled his investment in that. But that's not, of course, what he's into. That's not what I'm really into. But still, a lot of value in those packs. And that's not even including all the uncommons and all the other stuff that came with it. Just, man, Nick absolutely killed it. So thank you once again for joining me on the channel. And next up, we got, if you're waiting, we got one more of these series. Jacob's coming up, so be looking for that video. And I've got lots more great Magic the Gathering content on the way and some up on the channel. So make sure you go and check that out. And thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you're a subscriber and also hit that like button, that thumbs up down there. That is all free way to support the channel. Also hit those comments up. Let me know what you think of the cards, how you would use them, and just some ideas for decks and stuff like that. Let's hear those comments. Let's get that conversation going. Also, make sure you hit up the description below for my social links, the invite to the Discord, and come and join the community there. And let's just talk, man. You can talk directly with me. Remember, my DMs are always open, so if you have any questions or comments, you can always reach me there. So, I mean, I don't really think there's anything else to say, guys. More great content on the way. So click on one of these. Oh, it's always over here. I always forget. It's always over here. Click on one of these boxes and watch more of my videos. But until next time, we'll see you in the next video.